Hi guys, it's Valerie from Bargain Hound. Today I'm sharing with you a recipe that has been in my family for as long as I can remember. This is my grandma's recipe for biscuits, and they're the easiest and most delicious biscuits you'll ever try. They only use 5 ingredients. You'll need 2 cups of flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 6 tablespoons of Crisco. I like the Crisco sticks. I actually get the butter flavored ones, but you can use any of the Crisco sticks. And 1/2 to 2/3 cups of milk. First thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Then I'm going to put in my flour. I'm actually using my food processor to mix it all up, and then I'll form the biscuits. But you can, I used to, for the longest time, I would mix it by hand. So you can do it either way. Or you can put it in like a stand mixer, that would work too. So I'm going to put in my 2 cups of flour first. This is a favorite. Everybody loves these biscuits. These taste way better than any biscuit you could buy in the store. Okay, 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Almost out of baking powder. 4. 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm just using table salt. And before I put in the wet ingredients, I'm just going to give this a good mix. You want to make sure all your dry ingredients are good and mixed before you put in your wet ingredients. Give it an extra stir. I just like to be extra careful. You don't want somebody to get like a big glob of salt in their biscuit. Okay. Now I'm going to add in my 6 tablespoons of Crisco. Drop it there. I love the Crisco sticks because they have the pre-measurements written on the side, kind of like sticks of butter. I'm just going to break it up into chunks and put them in here. That should be good. Okay, so now the last thing I have to put in is my milk. And I said at the beginning that you'll need 1/2 to 2/3 of a cup of milk. That's because you start off with 1/2 cup. And then if you need more, you can add a little bit more. But I start out with 1/2 cup. And now I'm just going to put this on and mix it really good. But I'm not going to mix it too much because I want it to be flaky. So I'm just going to mix it till it's pretty much mixed together without being solid. You can see how that turned out. It looks like it's like crumbly, but when you press it together, it forms like that. And that's pretty much what you want. So I'm just gonna make sure. Yeah, that's just the consistency that you want. So now I'm going to set this aside. Okay, so I've emptied the dough. I've formed it into a ball. And I have my biscuit cutters here. And I'm just going to press down a little bit. I don't want them real flat because you want them to have some, you know, height to them. So like this. And just start cutting out my biscuits. They're about a 1/2 inch thick, I'd say. I usually make about 2 or 3 batches of this, depending on how many people are coming to dinner. This is for Easter tomorrow, and we're going to my parents'. There's not going to be many of us, so I'll probably just do 2 batches. This is actually the perfect consistency. And I don't know if you can tell, but if you look at it, you can see that there's like, you can see the layers almost. This will turn out really nice and flaky. Now, I'm actually not going to bake them right now. I'm setting them aside. I'm going to put them in a baggie, a Ziploc baggie. And then I will be baking these tomorrow at my mom's. So I like to get them done ahead of time, the hard part. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to bake these in the oven at 425 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. Just until you can, you know, see that they're done. And I'm telling you, these are the most delicious biscuits you'll ever have. This is what they look like when they're completed. Nice and fluffy. Delicious.